Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to another video. So, day 5 of Europe. And of course, we headed to Barcelona. So we got to Barcelona, and I think Barcelona was one of the most amazing places I've ever been to. So we headed straight to, we only had a couple days in Barcelona, so we headed straight to the MOCA Museum, which is the same one from Amsterdam, but they put this one here because of how popular the Amsterdam MOCA Museum was. So I was able to see more cause figures, which is my favorite, more Banksy artwork, more of Murakami. This is Murakami's artwork. I don't know what that was. I can't remember what that was, but this was actually pretty good. It was honestly better than the Amsterdam one, in my opinion. They had the famous cause, like I said, Banksy. And then they had like the separate artwork. I really didn't think what this was. From the MOCA Museum, we actually went to the Barcelona Stadium, and at the time when we went, I guess the time that we went, they weren't playing any games anymore, and so they were renovating the place. So we took like it's called the immersive tour. So it was pretty cool. They still had like most of the popular stuff that you could see. You could see the players that are on the team. Barcelona is not my favorite team, but I have a cousin that's really in love with Barcelona for like the longest time, so I had to visit for him. And Barcelona was one of the spots that actually also was free combined with your Barcelona pass, I think. But yeah, they had a lot of trophies, a lot of medals, and it was really cool to see that, you know, and the different jerseys that they've gone throughout the entire years of Barcelona growing. It was very interesting to see. And of course, they had to have a representation of Messi. This was crazy to see. I was hoping to see like more of Messi stuff, but that makes sense, like Messi doesn't play there anymore. From there, we got to actually see like this movie type of all the players that played there like throughout the years, like Messi, Iniesta, Xavi. These are the players that I grew up with when my cousin was a huge fan of Barcelona. So the next day, we actually went to the Picasso Museum. So we actually took a tour to do like before getting into the Picasso Museum, and it was very interesting. It was actually a fun place to actually visit, or a fun tour to actually go to, because they did talk about like what was the restaurants that he actually visited, where was the artwork he posted his artwork for, like how Picasso developed as a person, and which was very interesting to me that I had no idea about, like the Blue Era. I think that was one of them. And so yeah, so this is some street artwork that you actually could get a little bit much cheaper, and as well Alice's Ducks that you'll see later on. And yeah, this is his artwork. We went straight to from the tour to actually into the gallery that was separate. We took our own time with the museum, but honestly, I'll put it down hopefully maybe down in the comments of how to get to this the tour guide. It was really fun and interesting. So yeah, this is how Picasso, his different artwork. This is Picasso's artwork, and we learned a lot with the tour. So from there, we went to the Sagrada Familia Casa Cathedral, and a little bit backstory about this church is like it's supposedly about to be one of the largest churches that there is in the entire world. This church was so magnificent, so big. We got to learn about the history about it and all the artwork and the dedication that people put into this church. It was so amazing. It's not a big church. I mean, from the outside it's huge, but from the inside it's just it's a very, very small churches compared to like the other churches we actually visited throughout Europe. But yeah, the artwork on this was amazing, and they would talk about the glass stains, how a lot of the artworks, the people that worked on this church have their names on it. and as well they had the different churches from all around the world, like that are big Catholic churches. And then on the other side, it actually had like, it was like 3 different stories happening at once, like from the artwork, and it's just really hard to tell you what's going on here. Oh yeah, and then one more thing. So if you see this in Barcelona, I didn't really understand it, but it's basically a kid taking a poop. I don't understand what's the reference there. You're gonna have to look that up yourself. But there was a lot of that. And then we went to this really amazing, promise you would not regret it. They had the best paella that I've ever tried. I've never had paella. So to be honest, I don't even know if it's the best in the world, but for me, it was delicious. It was amazing. I would definitely go back just to try that. The next day, we actually went to a theme park. So we went to this one theme park called Portadventura, and basically a little bit back history about this park is that I guess this land used to be owned by Universal, and so that's why it was weird to see like Shrek and then Woody Woodpecker. I'm just like, what? Alright, so what kind of tacos are those?
The ones you find in Mexico. This is it. They're horrible.
They're not good?
Nope. So whatever this is.
These are the tacos in Mexico though.
Hmm?
Those are the tacos in Mexico.
No, Mexico. They're fairly Mexican.
And this is my nachos. Are those,
They look so sad.
what are those lima beans? So yeah, this is one of the rides that they have. They're one of the most popular rides. Alice did not want to go on it. She was too scared. But it was actually a great ride. I'm not even gonna lie. They have good roller coasters, but the one thing, the downside I would have to say about this place is that they allow smoking. There's people smoking on the lines, so I didn't enjoy that personally. The reason why we actually came to this park was because across from it was Ferrari Land. And this park, let me tell you, one of a kind ride I've ever been on. Alice didn't go on this ride, she was too scared, but this ride was intense. I was on it, I went on it, it was really fast, really crazy. I would do it again. The other ride that's, they have a different ride, like sort of like this in Dubai, but it was a one of a kind ride. And then they also had like this type of iFly ride, Soarin', type of like Soarin' in California. Well, anyways, that was it for Barcelona. I know it was really fast, really small. We only spent like 3 days, I think, in Barcelona, so we didn't get to do that much. We just had to do it really quick because our next stop was the last stop, which is Germany, which will be on next week's video. Thank you guys for watching. Always like, subscribe, and comment, and see you all on the next video. Peace!